Hello everyone, this is Difym bringing you another episode of Jagged 2. This time it's post-commentary, because I recorded things I didn't really expect would be in any way, shape or form good or new. So I didn't record my voice, but I recorded the gameplay. Now, what I also missed from last episode was the Queen's speech from after we captured the Sam site near Dresden. Here it is.
What is it now, Elliot?
Your Highness, I have an urgent report. The rebels attacked us at our northeast Sam.
And they were defeated?
No, my queen. Rather, we were. Apparently, the guards were taken quite by surprise.
By surprise? By surprise? Elliot, you idiot! It's a goddamn war, idiot! What's so surprising about being attacked? Oh, I knew I should have sent more forces. Oh. Give me a minute. All right, first, send my elite soldiers to the occupied site and reinforce the others. I want anything that flies or moves shot on sight. Now get out of here and see to it that my orders are carried out.
As you command, Your Highness.
And now for the main part of the game, or the episode. This is what I thought would be a traditional patrol killing. You know, kill them before they get to our militia and, you know, waste our money and time. And then we get better equipment, potentially. Not so much in this one. This one, I get Difym to scout ahead. Now, normally that would allow me to see them before they see me, right? You might be surprised. So, being very cautious. You know, being overly cautious is not a bad idea. Because I was slightly suspicious, because there were relatively few numbers. Normally, if it's just normal patrol, there's just a lot more of them. This time, don't know if you noticed, as I saved, that the guy is in a black shirt. That indicates one thing. That guy is elite. Red shirts are normal enemies, black shirts are elites. Elites are far better than regular soldiers, as you can probably guess from the name Elite.
Yes.
Now, they're different in several ways, not just one.
Standing by.
As Difym takes a shot, because first strike is essential. And he hits both times, which is unexpected. And Ira takes another shot, but it fails. Thankfully, the enemy is too wounded to really hit with proper accuracy.
I heard a suspicious sound.
And we get another turn to reposition ourselves.
Standing by.
You got my ear.
Ira lies down, takes another shot, still misses.
Standing by.
Then again, you can't really blame her. Her accuracy is pretty shite. And I try to cover all angles of attack. Because they're elites. I'm already fully in oh holy crap mode.
You got my ear.
And see, they fired at Ira. Had no chance to see them.
You have my attention.
Thankfully, because his gun had a flash,
You have my attention.
I could actually see him and take a pot shot at him. Now Ira needs to get the hell out of there, because she's way too exposed. Difym tries to scout ahead and give Ira space to breathe.
Yes.
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 Bums takes position from where she can fire if she needs to. And this guy,
Ow! Target inside.
not that guy, but the guy behind him actually saw Difym and took a shot at him. Difym heroically fires in retaliation and actually hits him. Dr. Q takes a couple of shots and also they also connect. Igor unfortunately does not have the same luck. Buns, the sharpshooter. Can she do anything to change the tide? I misclick there. Accidentally clicked too many times, but she still hits, giving her 2 bonus AP to hit things with next turn. And Barry uses his first aid kit on Ira.
The Lord must have been with me.
They barely miss Barry, and they threw a light stick, or a chemical brake light, at us. Something I failed to do this whole episode. But I don't think it would have helped me that much, all things considered. Here I could have actually thrown one, that would have been helpful.
Standing by.
In hindsight. Then again, I keep forgetting I have them, so. So at this point, Difym and Ira are both fairly badly wounded.
Understood.
And Dr. Q gets hit in the head. Not for very much, but it was a straight bullet after all. But we need to get out of there. Because we're in the light, they can see us far better when we're, we have basically the equivalent of a flare right in our faces.
Understood. You got my ear. I'm on it.
Maneuver to get out of here, not exactly simple. Because we won't be able to get out of the light completely. Difym gets shot again. He's just standing there. He's
standing by. Gotcha.
A standing duck.
Yes.
And Barry switches targets to heal Difym because he's in far worse shape than Ira.
I'm on it.
But that doesn't really matter since I think Buns will heal Ira now. And I probably should have done that the other way around to get Difym back in action quicker because he's far more valuable, but
You'll have my
well.
attention.
So Igor and Dr. Q stand guard. But he gets interrupted and there's another chemical light. But they kind of had to stand. They have cover, so there's that at least.
I need Fox.
And a shot barely misses Igor. They have to relocate again. Or at least they should.
Yes.
Barry and Difym relocate once more.
Yes.
So Difym takes another shot, he's gonna be dying. If not dead.
You got my ear.
Ira and Buns do the same. Basically we all flee to the shadows.
You'll have my attention.
Now we are actually at somewhat of an advantage. Now to get to us they have to cross the light, or attack us at the flank. At the southeastern flank. And now I'm trying to make moves to make sure they can't do either of them.
We have not rid this sphere of its evil.
And Buns brings Dr. Q back to life and someone steps into the light.
Sound. We have some inconveniences to dispose of.
This should make things a lot easier. That's tear gas. This will be another problem in this episode. Tear gas. And how to avoid it. How to avoid it. Lesson 1. Wear a gas mask, Difym. Wear a freaking gas mask. I forgot to put it on. And considering we have no night vision goggles, I had absolutely no excuse. That was just terrible. Now, I'm trying to get people out of the tear gas. It's proving to be somewhat difficult.
Yes.
Now he hands his canteen to Difym, and Difym drinks a couple of sips to hopefully get him back to his legs rather than being on his chest, which is somewhat disadvantageous to be in, funnily enough. Now Buns readies her rifle once more. Barry is a tiny bit wounded, but that's 1 HP. Igor gets an shot, but he misses, unfortunately. Barry gets gets hit by the tear gas as well, as it spreads, which is annoying, but it's something you have to deal with.
Yes.
And Barry tries to get the hell out of there.
Understand.
And switches to his MP5K.
Yes. You got my ear.
You'll have my attention.
Yes,
And we try to reposition as well as we can.
yes, I know I won't allow myself to become...
You
Yes.
got my
Oh,
ear.
and we get shot at. Somehow we don't see them. I think Igor is slightly in the light. It's hard to say,
Yes.
but at least Barry gets in the trap. For 2 HP. And that's stop grenade. And yeah, when it's grayed out, grayed out. The tear gas is grey, it still affects you. I don't remember that, but I thought it was just residual bits. So I thought it either affected it only slightly or barely anything at all. But apparently it does. But when it's grey, that means it's basically about to be over and won't spread anymore. Q gives some covering fire. Not very effective, but eh. Might have suppressed him slightly. Never sure how effective suppression is in this game. But Igor gets her down.
Yes.
To almost dead. Who gets hit? Not very serious wound, but it's annoying.
Standing by.
Yes.
Everyone gets hit by the
You got my ear.
tear gas again, and Buns gets knocked out. Barry is knocked out, and
You
Difym's
got
knocked
my
out.
ear.
This is not good. This is not looking great, is it?
You have my attention. Fine.
And yeah, one thing I didn't know, that running through tear gas, even if you don't stay the turn in it, is also nasty. That's mustard gas. That's even more nasty.
You have my attention.
Basically, it hits you for the same amount of stamina as tear gas, but it also hits your health by quite a lot. So I definitely don't want to be there. I mean, tear gas is nasty, but mustard gas is just atrociously bad.
You have my attention.
I can just
Yes.
imagine the horror of being knocked out while in mustard
Standing
gas. That's just death. And Difym takes another couple of drinks.
You got my ear.
Yes.
Buns gets in position to fire again if she needs to, and she drinks a sip.
You have my attention.
And Dr. Q might as well do the same. Solidarity.
You have my attention.
So basically, this is where we wait
You have my attention.
for them to come up through,
Yes.
hopefully. And Dr. Q gives Barry a flask,
my attention.
not his own, but it'll do.
Standing by.
What is Difym doing? He's just walking, crawling, not crawling even,
You have my attention.
crouch walking, very, very slowly.
You have my attention.
And Dr. Q tends to ignore. So you can see this
Standing
battle's
by.
getting rather ugly.
You got my ear.
Rather painful for everyone concerned.
Yes.
Yes.
Everyone apart from Buns. Buns gets lucky here. And Barry takes very minimal injuries, so far.
Forces are in hiding,
We
but
don't
are still
yet know
You
what's
have my
ahead of
attention.
us. There's still a few of them left. In fact, we only killed a few of them. So yes, there's still some danger. But Igor gets a solid shot. Despite it being through trees, it's still good connection.
You have my attention.
So yeah, it's this is this point against elites, you realize
Yes.
normal 9mm just doesn't cut it at all. You need armor piercing
That
bullets.
well.
Standing by.
It's pretty much this point where it becomes obsolete. Against
Standing
regular
by.
enemies, it's still useful. And against elites, it's still useful if you
Standing by.
A, want to train your marksmanship, or B, want to knock them out. Like with repeated bursts. I guess I can see the charm in that, but generally you want to kill them.
Think I heard us.
The
Hey,
army.
someone tried to
You
flank
got
us.
my ear.
They must have heard us going away, and they thought, oh, it's safe to go in the light. Oh no.
You got
Now
my
he
ear.
went back into the shadows, so we need to
Standing by.
be careful. Now we need to be careful from both sides. Because who knows where the others are. They could be flanking us from the southeast or the south. Or even the east. Hell.
Yes.
Oh, we spotted them, but nobody got an shot sadly.
Standing by.
Now I can
Yes.
pretty much tell where they are.
Standing by. Damn.
Difym's taking a huge risk, but hopefully it will pay off. Unfortunately, Buns
You
misses,
got my ear.
which is terrible news. Ira also misses. But Igor gets a hit,
Yes.
which is good. And Barry gets a hit.
You have my attention.
It's very good news indeed. Difym might live yet. 3 hits and he's suppressed.
Standing by.
So he's gonna shoot, but he's gonna miss. Thankfully.
Standing by.
Pretty much any hit on Difym would kill him. So
Yes.
I really
You got
want
my
to
ear.
prevent that. I give Ira another chance, but she fails
Yes.
as usual. And then Difym Buns gets the killing blow.
That
You have
well.
my attention.
Despite not seeing him. It's kind of broken how even
You
if
got my
you
ear.
can't see
You have
them,
my attention.
you can still shoot at them and still have
Standing
a
by.
reasonable chance of hitting them.
I know I won't allow myself to become visible
Unless they're
at the
behind cover.
area.
Ira drops it for some reason. I had a brilliant idea, which I just
Yes.
don't ask. And here I save. Because I've accomplished something great here. I
Standing by.
killed some elites and didn't take any serious losses.
That's my ear. Understood.
I don't want to have to do that all over again, because I know if I try it again, I'll probably fail.
Look there.
Understood. What's there?
And then they would end up being a save, reload thing.
Understood.
So yes, we go gingerly down. Except I make a terrible mistake here, in hindsight. Difym's so far ahead. I do correct for it, but it could have been deadly. I save again. Really, Difym? I contemplate my choices. Difym, what are you doing?
Understood.
This way I save again and get interrupted. So I have to go back to the game and do all that
You
stuff.
have my attention.
But Dr. Q, since he's a far healthier one, he can afford to scout ahead. He can afford to get hit. That's basically my reason. Difym can't take a hit at this point. He's just too fragile.
A
So yeah,
lion.
someone misses Dr. Q. And again, so I get lucky
You
here.
have my attention.
Yes.
Fortunately, Dr. Q is kind of far back.
You have my attention.
And look at this craziness, what should I do?
Fortunate.
So I get him very far overhead, so I can actually see him. Because if nobody sees him, I can't target him. But now, everyone can target him.
Standing by.
Well, no one
You got my
really
ear.
has a good chance to hit here, but might as well try. He probably will get suppressed though, which is what I'm hoping for. So yes, only Dr. Q so far got a shot in. But will Barry be the hero? Will Barry save? Yeah, he got a hit, and he got a point of marksmanship. So there's that.
I shall not fear death.
Which probably wounded him enough to miss Dr. Q. Igor gets out of Buns' way, and so does Barry. And Barry gets another hit in.
You have my attention.
So far the
got
only
my
one
ear.
apart from Dr. Q. And Ira. It's full of surprises
Standing
today.
by.
Difym, well, he's rather wounded, so you can't really expect him to hit too much.
You have my attention.
Jeez. Yep, he can't do
I
anything.
heard a suspicious
But
sound.
there was a shot from
Standing by.
east. You couldn't see it, but yeah, I could
Damn.
barely see. I'm not sure if you could see. I wonder how it turns out in the actual YouTube. Probably depends on quality. So yeah,
got my ears.
we all spectacularly fail. Barry does another burst, and this time the burst suppresses. It does what it's supposed to do.
You got my ear.
So now we have to kind of split between two people.
Whooping
And
it.
Ivor gets point marksmanship. Everyone's getting point marksmanship. This guy is gonna hit Barry.
You'll have my
That's rather
attention.
unfortunate.
Yes.
But yeah, it's something we'll have to deal with. Again,
Every day.
oh, and Buns even gets point marksmanship.
Yes.
Will Barry take his revenge? Nope. Someone will
got
also
my
have to do
ear.
it for him.
Standing by.
Well, Difym. Nope.
Ah.
And Igor does. Yay. And he then heals Barry. What a hero.
You'll have my
Avenged
attention.
him and then healed him.
You got my ear. You got my ear.
Hey, Difym will just take a
Standing by.
pot shot. To increase his marksmanship.
Right.
And because, you know, why not?
Yes.
It's a quick end. I'm
You
merciful.
got my ear.
You'll have my attention. You'll
I
have
know
my
I won't
attention.
allow myself to be convinced they left the area.
Now at this point we think there's one guy left.
You got my ear.
One freaking dude. What do we do about him?
What lies there?
We found some weapons and some ammo. And I'm very pleasantly surprised. I actually didn't mention the rifle we found earlier, the G3A3, which is a spectacular weapon. But I'll go through the weapons later on. Now we just go in search of this one last dude. And it's at this point, pretty much, you give up, save, and try to auto resolve it. Fortunately, I'm a derp and I pressed the retreat button. God freaking, just damn it. I reload and actually click, yep, speed forward. Dr. Q gets injured again, but it's a lot less painful. And now for the review of the rifles we got. We got a Stayer AOG, a Dragunov, an AK-74, and a G3A3. All of which are going to our party. And 3 or maybe all 4 of which will be our late game weapons, pretty much. They will survive until the late game. We might find something slightly better, but these are already weapons that I could use in the end game.
Fine.
I mean, anything else above that are slight improvements. They're not
Yes,
all that powerful. All that much more powerful. So now we all go back to the SAM and then go back to Drassen. And this is where I'll end it for today. This has been Difym,
I am
and everyone's tired.
Yes.
This has been Difym.
I made it.
Adios, des Vidania, auf Wiedersehen, au revoir, and of course goodbye. Signing out.